Madison Carter, a striking and accomplished woman, runs one of the most successful fashion empires in the United States. Having built it with her late husband, Thomas, who died in a tragic car accident 3 years ago, Madison now manages everything alone. Since then, she's had a few short relationships but none serious enough to go public. When questioned, she always shifts attention to her company, insisting that work is her only focus. After a live interview, Madison receives a call from her longtime friend and business partner, Rebecca Simmons, who raises concerns about Carter Styles' lead designer, Elijah Rhodes. Rebecca believes Elijah is vital to the brand's future, but Madison disagrees, calling his designs inconsistent and unoriginal. Rebecca reminds her that Elijah is also a co-founder and his opinions deserve consideration. Later that day, Madison discovers someone accessed her private design suite. Her laptop displays unauthorized sketches. Security footage reveals it was Elijah. Furious, Madison fires him on the spot. Rebecca is stunned. Firing a co-founder without consultation is rash, she argues. Madison has grown more solitary, often making executive decisions alone. At the next board meeting, Madison announces a surprise product launch, again without discussing it. Frustrated, Rebecca confronts her, accusing Madison of ignoring the team and acting out of grief-fueled control. Elsewhere, bodyguard Jason Brooks finishes a shift. During a high-profile event, his client acts inappropriately toward a guest. Jason steps in to protect her and is fired for it. His partner, Marcus, sympathizes but can't change the decision. Days later, Madison receives a porcelain doll with a note, "Be careful who you trust." She brushes it off as a prank, but Rebecca is alarmed. She urges Madison to hire security. Madison resists. She refuses to live in fear, but Rebecca arranges it anyway. The next morning, Madison sees a man near her car and, thinking the worst, sprays him with pepper spray. The man reels back, hands raised. Moments later, Rebecca calls to say she hired a bodyguard, Jason Brooks, the man she just sprayed. Madison, embarrassed and angry, demands an explanation. Rebecca apologizes, insisting it was for her safety. The contract's already signed. Madison reluctantly agrees to keep him for 2 days. After things calm down, Jason apologizes for not introducing himself sooner. Madison, still guarded, lets him ride in the passenger seat instead of driving. On the way to the hospital, she jokes, asking if he'd take a bullet for her. Jason answers seriously. He treats every job with full commitment. At the hospital, Madison asks him to stay in the car. Jason follows discreetly and overhears her speaking to a doctor about paying for a young cancer patient's treatment. Curious, Jason later asks about it. Madison smiles gently and says she's fine, preferring not to explain further. Jason respects her privacy. Their relationship gradually warms. Madison spills coffee on Jason's shirt at work and offers a change of clothes. When he returns shirtless, she notices a large scar on his leg. Her curiosity piqued, she looks into his past and discovers he's a former Navy SEAL who once rescued hostages during an overseas mission. Meanwhile, Elijah receives an anonymous email. "You're not alone. Madison took everything. Let's take something back." Angry and nursing a grudge, Elijah starts considering revenge. Back at Madison's estate, she and Jason begin bonding. Shared meals and late-night talks slowly shift their dynamic. Jason opens up about losing his mother to leukemia. Madison reveals the child she visits is her late husband's niece, her only remaining family. Jason becomes more than just security. He helps her feel protected emotionally and physically. She begins smiling more, reconnecting with her staff, and even reconciling with Rebecca, admitting she's been too controlling. One night, they return home to find the front door ajar. Jason enters first and finds a note pinned to the wall. "You were warned." The security footage shows a masked figure who disabled the cameras before entering. Jason tightens security. Their bond deepens. One quiet evening on the patio, Madison thanks Jason for grounding her. Moved, Jason confesses that protecting her has become personal. They share a soft, hesitant kiss that lingers with meaning. Soon after, investigators trace the threats to Elijah and a former employee. With Jason's help, digital evidence secures their arrest. With the threat gone, Madison reflects. She's not just a CEO hiding behind grief. She's someone who dared to love again. As Jason stands beside her, she realizes she didn't just find protection. She found someone who truly sees her. And she's not letting that go.